having that data of the actual carbon, you can better track how the loading is changing, how it's being removed through each step, and then to ensure that the environmental health is maintained. This is opposed to the current methods using oxygen demand, where you're really looking at an indirect measurement of the contamination. And you might not just be looking at the organic contamination, you might be looking at a mixture of organic, inorganic, and possibly some other interferences. By truly adopting the real carbon loading and monitoring that can be a much more efficient process and really enable smarter decisions and cost savings. Industries today are having to look at their environmental footprint more than ever. So they have to look at what wastewater they're discharging, how much water they're using, how much chemical and energy they're using. They're being pressured on this not just from their corporate guidelines, but also from consumers. So it's a really interesting time where everybody's starting to come together, understanding the impacts of climate change and really starting to take action for that. As we think about which industries, are trying to do this the most, we're looking a lot to the chemical industry, we're looking a lot to the food and beverage industry. Those have faced a lot of changes during COVID, a lot of interruptions to supply chain, and now consumers are coming back looking for more and more environmental stewardship, and with that, a large part being water stewardship. When we think about those industries and what products they're making, they have huge benefits to society. The products themselves also could in turn be contaminants later on in the water cycle. And as these products start to break down, now more environmental regulations are coming up to track those, to monitor them, or to find alternatives. That's where it's really important to have monitoring involved. And as we look at how these companies can obtain their sustainability efforts, it's really critical to take a look at that monitoring throughout the plant to ensure that there is minimal degradation to the environment from their wastewater process and overall their production process. It also helps that if we're now monitoring wastewater, we can take a look and see if there's any product loss, because especially in environments where they're making organic products, if you see a jump in organics in the wastewater load, we might have lost some product. So then going back upstream and changing those processes or tweaking those decisions can then help maintain the product and maintain the sustainability.